Hello, thank you for tuning in to the Activate Fund Nonprofit Fundamentals webinar. This is Kyla. I'm the Director of Programs at CO.ACT Detroit. If you aren't familiar with CO.ACT, we are a hub to accelerate collaborative action and transformational impact in Southeast Michigan's nonprofit community. We do this by providing physical space and programming to strengthen nonprofit organizations, nonprofit professionals as individuals, and our collective ability to work better together. We are a 6,500 square foot meeting and event space located at the corner of Woodward and Grand. Our space is available to rent for board meetings, staff retreats, workshops, and is available in kind to nonprofits through December 2020. Last year, we provided over $60,000 in in-kind space to nonprofit organizations. We also offer workshops, panel and keynote conversations with local and national thought leaders, and free 45-minute one-on-one consultations around specific topic areas through our CoLab Connect program. Our programs are designed to help strengthen nonprofit organizations and meet folks where they are. We also know that organizations are made up of people. We provide leadership and self-care programs focused on supporting and investing in our region's nonprofit professionals. Lastly, CO.ACT is more than a space for a meeting or event. We're a neutral, safe space for organizations across sectors to convene and collaborate. This year, we are excited to announce a $1.5 million capacity building grant fund to accelerate social impact in our region. Applications are open now through April 22nd, 2020. In this webinar, I'm going to provide some background and context on the Activate Fund, explain how to apply, who's eligible, and everything else you need to know about the Nonprofit Fundamentals grant process. What is the Activate Fund opportunity? How did we get here, and why do we need the Activate Fund? A collaboration of nonprofit capacity builders, all of the folks listed here, Michigan Community Resources, Michigan Nonprofit Association, Nonprofit Enterprise at Work, and University of Michigan School of Social Work, have combined their deep knowledge of regional nonprofits and comprehensive research to inform a strategy for capacity building that's rooted in a social justice and equity lens. This report is titled Building a Network. The strategy recommends a two-pronged approach: building nonprofits' internal capacity to fulfill their missions and building network capacity for social change. Based on these recommendations, the Activate Fund will invest in nonprofits in our region with $1 million for nonprofit fundamentals grants for traditional capacity building services and $500,000 to support several pilot projects. In this webinar, we are sharing details about the Nonprofit Fundamentals Grant Program. To learn more about the other pilot projects, visit our website at coactdetroit.org/activate. For the Nonprofit Fundamentals Grant Program, up to 20 grantees will be awarded up to $50,000 each for direct capacity building services. Applicants will apply for at least one of these 4 eligible capacity areas: funding and resources, operations, organizational culture, or program development, management, and evaluation. You can apply for more than one area as long as the combined services can reasonably be completed within the grant maximum of $50,000 and within the grant period, so by March 2021. These grants will be used for capacity building services from an approved and vetted pool of service provider consultants. Funds cannot be used to support direct salaries, wages, benefits, or direct operational costs. Grantees will also receive a complimentary assessment as part of the award. Based on these assessment results, there is flexibility to adjust the grant amounts and purpose post-award on a case-by-case basis. If you're wondering what these capacity areas mean exactly, here are some examples. Strengthen your organization's funding and resources by hiring a consultant to create a development plan and a grant writer to execute first steps. Bolster your nonprofit's operations by purchasing a new database software platform and hiring an IT consultant to support migration and training. Grants can be used to support improving or enhancing operations, such as implementing a CRM, succession planning strategy, or other operational strategy, but cannot be used for direct staffing or overhead. Improve your organizational culture by hiring a consultant to host targeted training, such as diversity, equity, and inclusion, emotional intelligence, or health and wellness. Or maybe you've had a great idea for a new program to improve services to your constituents that you just haven't had time to get to. Hire a strategic planning consultant to help build out your program concept and make an implementation plan. What do grantees receive? In addition to the capacity building grant of up to $50,000, grantees will receive a dedicated resource navigator to support them throughout the grant period. Grantees will also receive a complementary assessment I mentioned, which is called the Principles and Practices. This robust analysis identifies your organization's strengths and opportunities for growth. The assessment also comes with a personalized action plan and 4 hours of complimentary technical support with our partners at Michigan Nonprofit Association. Grantees will get access to a network of vetted professional service providers and will receive additional leadership training and the opportunity to participate in a peer learning community. Who is eligible to apply? Applicants must be a registered 501c3 in good standing and serve at least one of 4 eligible counties: Wayne, Oakland, Macomb, or Washtenaw. Applicants may serve more than one of these counties, all 4 of these counties. They just have to serve at least one of the 4 to be eligible. Who is not eligible to apply? For-profit entities, organizations that require a fiscal sponsor, nonprofits that don't serve Wayne, Oakland, Macomb, or Washtenaw, academic institutions, and faith-based organizations. Note that some faith-based organizations may be considered if they provide programming serving a broader community regardless of any religious belief or affiliation. How will grantees be selected? Beyond basic eligibility, applicants will be scored on 4 criteria. Will this grant help the applicant to fulfill their organization's mission and take their work to the next level? Can this grant proposal reasonably be completed within the grant period by March 2021 and within a $50,000 budget? Does the applicant demonstrate alignment with CO.ACT's capacity building values and core beliefs? Our values include transparency and trust, quality and excellence, disruption of the status quo, a collaborative learning culture, and a strong commitment to diversity, equity, and inclusion. These values and more detail about our mission can be found on our website, as well as in the application appendix. Applicants will be asked in their responses to demonstrate their alignment with these core values and beliefs. And finally, to the best of the applicant's ability, are they willing to participate in the Activate Fund leadership cohort and peer learning community throughout the grant term? When will grantees be selected? Applications are open now until April 22nd at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. At the end of April and early May, applications will be scored both by CO.ACT staff as well as a cross-sector jury representing community leaders from across all 4 of the eligible counties. By early June, the jury will convene to make recommendations and grantees will be selected and notified. At this time, all applicants will be notified whether or not they are selected. What happens if you are selected? As this is the inaugural year of the grant fund and a pilot, the grant term is a tight turnaround, from June 2020 to March 2021. Grantees will be announced and brought together for an awards convening in June. They will connect with the dedicated resource navigator and complete the Principles and Practices assessment with Michigan Nonprofit Association. In July, grantees will review their action plan and finalize their scope for services based both on the assessment results and their initial application. They will select service providers from a pool of approved consultants. The resource navigators are available every step of the way to support grantees throughout this process. In August, grants will be dispersed from CO.ACT directly to the grantees to begin services. And all capacity building services and final grant reports must be complete by March 2021. As I mentioned, the grants must be used with an approved pool of capacity building service providers. These consultants have not yet been selected. We will be issuing a public RFQ that anyone can apply to in the coming months. The best way to find out when this is released is to sign up for our newsletter through our website. If you are a nonprofit and have a specific provider that you'd like to work with, there is space in the application for you to share your recommendation with us. So how do you apply? Applications must be submitted online. They can be accessed on CO.ACT's website along with the full program guidelines and FAQ. If you have additional questions, we are hosting live webinar information sessions during March. A recorded webinar will be available on our website, and virtual office hours are available for one-on-one support with your application. You can register for the webinars and virtual office hours on our website, coactdetroit.org/activate. You can also find all of the information you need to know here about the grants, including program guidelines, FAQ, and the link to apply. If you have any questions specific to the Activate Fund, please use this dedicated email or phone number. Finally, everything we do at CO.ACT is in collaboration with others. Thanks to all of the partners on this slide who have supported the development of the Activate Fund. Thanks for tuning in, and please visit our website, FAQ, and social media for more frequently asked questions.